Good afternoon. You join me somewhere on the Llyn Peninsula. I'm not trying to keep it secret, I just don't know where it is. Drove down here the other day and I found this beach. Trevor's probably 2 miles that way, and that is all I can tell you. Somebody actually commented on one of my videos, knowing I was on the Llyn Peninsula, and said try this beach out. Now I don't know if you can see the wind's blowing in, so I thought, you know what, the wind's blowing in. I've got some big ragworm. It's about an hour and a half till high tide now, and I'm going to give it a go. Whoa! It's a bit soft on the foot. I'm going to be filming out to sea with the sun behind the camera, so I apologise. I'll try and get it to the side so you don't see the sun, if you know what I mean, so you get to see a good image. I don't know where I am. I can't tell you where I am. I'm not keeping it secret, I just don't know. It's down a little lane, we get to a little beach, and I'm here. As I say, it's blowing in. It's not proper howling in, but it's blowing in a little bit. I can see a lot of weed down there. The car is literally 10 metres behind me, so it's ideal with this little bit of window of opportunity I've got to catch a fish, or try and catch a fish. And that's me done on the Llyn Peninsula for this week. The day is now Thursday. I'm not here Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm not back down until Monday. But yeah, there's supposed to be a few bass around here. I know Dinas is about 3 miles to the right. I'm sort of in between Trevor and Dinas, that's all I can tell you. And somebody said fish here, try it out. So I'm going to get the rods out now. We're going to put 2 bass baits out. We're going to be here for about an hour and a half, and that's it. The birds are all the birds are diving there. I can't see a thing with the sun though. Yeah, the birds are diving, which is a good thing. Let's give it a go, see if we can get a fish. So both rods are ready to go in. On this one, I've got one of the Keys rigs. It's a clip down. I know the hooks might... Oh, it was clipped down. I'll clip it back down before I cast. It's got a big rag bait on this. On a 2-hook pulley, hoping for some big bass. As I say, I know nothing about this beach, to be honest. Absolutely nothing, but it is a lovely beach. Is there any fish there? I don't know. On this one, I've got a running rig. It's not a running rig, sorry. It's a bottom rig, a fixed bottom one, another one of Keys. On a long trace to blow in the current with a big piece of rag, and I'm hoping that there's some bass out there. I'm going to send one sort of out there, one sort of out there. So let's get the rods in. I'm going to put this bottom bait rig out first because the other one's come out the clip and I need to clip it back in. As I say, I know absolutely nothing about this, people. Not a thing. Never even heard of it. Literally chancing it. But whatever happens, you will see it because that's how we roll here. You will see it. It's not that far out. Keep them close in, I think. And see if we can just get something to happen. We've literally probably got 2 or 3 casts on each rod. It is just a short throw together session after work. But you're here with me, and you're going to see it. I'm putting a lot of effort in along this Llyn Peninsula lately, and I just cannot get anything to work. I think I've caught 1 whiting off the Llyn Peninsula in the last couple of weeks. I'll be doing alright when I go back to Anglesey. I've been having a few bits and bobs, but on this Llyn Peninsula, it's just a different... well, I just can't seem to get it together, put it that way. I'm going to clip that worm down. That worm's clipped in now. Lovely. The worm is in the clip. I'm going to have to position myself so I'm not behind the sun because I can't see nothing where I'm stood at the moment. Can't even see half the rod, never mind the tip of the rod. I don't want these ragworm to break on the cast, so that's why I'm absolutely like not launching them, if you know what I mean. Just giving them a bit of a gentle lob. It looks bassy out there. And they're out there, and that is all we can do. We can't do no more. We cannot do no more. Holyhead breakwater the weekend with all the little ones having a big day there after a bit of everything, so that should be fun. So subscribe if you want to see that one. It will be my next video in a couple of days' time. Got all the worms ready, all the rag ready, all the blow lug in a tank with a filter on, and yeah, I'm going to hopefully try and catch some fish from there. It's just been tough going for me lately, but from what I can gather, it's been tough for a lot of you, to be fair. Well, that's my excuse anyway. It's definitely been tough for me. thought we had a bite then, but both rods are going at the same time. It's just when the swell comes in, it's just giving them a little bounce and a little bounce. But yeah, somebody commented on one of my YouTube videos, I forgot who it was, and I said try that little beach, and I seen the road sign 2 days ago. When I seen that road sign, I was like, right, I'm going to nip down here and I'm going to go and have a look, and it brought me to here. It's nice easy fishing, the car's there, it's a beautiful place, but is there any fish here? That is the main thing, innit? If there's no fish here, then there's no fish here, or maybe the fish are here and I just can't catch them. It's so hard looking at the rods with the sun behind it, innit? Ugh. Right, come on, let's get some fish. Well, about 20 minutes has gone, and it looks like I could have weed on the line, which isn't ideal. I've got the hood up to try and keep the sun out of my eyes. I cannot stare at the rods. I'm staring at the rods and it's just like, the sun's that bright. It's impossible to see up. Let's have a look if there's anything on this one. Definitely think there's weed on it. Is that a snag? Oh, it's out the snag anyway. We was in a snag. Oh, there's a lot of weed on the line here. It's all going off. I can tell straight away that this is not going to be a good session. There's weed all the way up the line. There is far too much weed out there, people. Let's have a look what's happening with the worm. Look at that. That is just a mess. In all fairness, the worm has gone. The worm has been smashed. Let's see if I can wiggle that weed off. No, that's that type of weed, you know, that like Klingon weed, and you just have to pick it off for ages. There is no worm left at all. Probably little micro species or crabs or something, but something is pulling it off. Right, let's have a look at this other rod. I don't like fishing when the weed's like this. This one might be cut short. This is not the end of the week I wanted on the Llyn Peninsula, to be honest. Let's see what's going on this one. Yeah, as I say, I know nothing about this beach at all. I've been told that it does bass, but I know nothing else about it. The sun is so bright, can't see what's coming in or what's going out. It'd be nice to get something from here though, wouldn't it? If there's no worm on this one, I'm going to have to change baits every 10 or 15 minutes. There's loads of weed, and I'm just bringing in no bait left, so something's out there having it. I'm guessing crabs. What do you think? Right, let's get baited up and go again. This is hard work, people. I've had another couple of casts off camera, and all as I'm pulling in, it's just, this stuff just takes so long to get off. I'm sorry if you can hear somebody in the background. I invited Happy Hooker to this beach earlier, and he's gone live, and now, can you hear him? So, sorry if you hear him all the way through this video, because he is loud. But this is that weed that just takes ages to come off. There's all lice and everything in this weed. It's not going to plan, is it? Let's face it. It's just like, it takes absolutely ages to get off. Just rebaited that one, I'm going to cast it out in a minute. But like, this weed, it's not good fishing. And from experience, I know when there's this much weed in the water, you tend not to get many fish. It is just, it's like snotty and clingy, and it doesn't come off. It's like, it's over time, it just wraps around your line. It's all that fine stuff. I'm tempted just to cast this back out. Can't believe Hooker's perched right next to me while I'm filming a video, gone live, and has not stopped shouting for about 45 minutes solid now. So I apologise. I really do apologise. But he's there, 20 metres to your right, shouting away. Oh, there's weed all over the lead too. Something's having the bait though, to be fair, but I'm guessing it's going to be crabs. Literally all in your little clips, all in everything. Look, it's just an absolute nightmare. Right, I need some good marks on this Llyn Peninsula for next week. I am going to try more down Pwllheli and Barmouth way next week. I've been sort of around Carnarvon, Dinas, the Menai, Trevor, this place. I've not really gone much further. Next week I'm going to go down the Llyn instead of up the Llyn towards Barmouth, Pwllheli, Harlech. So if anybody knows anything around there, and I've asked this before, but that's where I'm going to go, and I know, I'm not going to say where, but I know there's the odd one or two taupe showing from the shore about 20 miles down this Llyn, so I am going to have a go for them as well. I'm spending more time taking weed off, and then when the worms are going in, there's something smashing the worms off, which is not fish because the bites haven't been big enough, unless the little mini species. This is just not going to plan, but I always say, and I will always say it, and I'll keep always saying it, you see every single session as it happens. I'm going to get 2 big rag baits out again and see what happens, but the last couple of casts, all I've been doing is this. It's taking like 5 minutes to clear the rig, and within 2 minutes it's covered, so I'm going to get these rods back out, big rag baits, and I'll let you know if anything happens. It's only about half an hour till the top of the tide, and there's been nothing. Ready to go back out. This is the 3rd cast on each rod now. I've showed you the first one. I've had one in between, and this is the 3rd one. The weed is horrendous. You can still hear Hooker there on his live. I'm going to comment. I'm going to get my phone in a minute, log into his live. I'm going to say, will you be quiet? I'm trying to film a video. I'm going to tell him. That's out quite a bit further now. I don't like casting these ragworm that far because they can break up, can't they? But I've noticed when they clip down, they are, oh, I've put that on the wrong side, that should go over that side. When they clip down, it seems to take the weight of the worm, if you know what I mean. And you don't necessarily lose the worm if it's clipped. So the weight of the lead carries the head of the worm. If that makes sense? It's like it's towing the worm out, the lead pulls the worm, and it's not necessarily the worm taking all the pressure. I know what I mean anyway, even if you don't. Let's get this one back out. But I want to get something from here. Anything will do. It's a lovely beach, to be fair. I reckon on a bigger tide, on a night tide, when it's probably blowing in a bit more with a bit of surf, could really kick off here. And that's out there now too. Let's see if we can get ourselves a fish. I don't know if you can see, but about 300 or 400 yards that way, there's loads of birds all diving. There's something going on out there. See them all, look? Bang, 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 going down in the water. They're well out of casting distance. They're a good, I'd say they're 400 yards, 500 yards out. But look at them all, bang, bang. Literally every few seconds the birds are smashing down. But they are well out of casting distance. But there's definitely something going on out there. There's not much going on here. Well, people, I've had another cast. That's been in 20 minutes. Nothing's happened. But I'm going to show you this coastline now, here along this Llyn Peninsula. Look at that. Let's go and have a walk down there and have a look, because that is absolutely amazing, isn't it? It's so desolate. It's almost like it's too quiet. There's nothing around here. You know, there's one shop I've found within about 20-25 minutes each way. I don't know the area, there could be more, but there's like nothing around here. Right, let's go and have a look. This is the coastline. It would have been nice if this beach would have produced a few fish, wouldn't it? It is absolutely stunning. Quiet. Hardly anybody here. You got Hooker down there, shouting to his microphone on the live. Scaring all the fish away. We can park right there. But the rods just aren't doing nothing, and it's hard to take. Can't keep blanking and blanking, can we? But I suppose we all do it. But look at that sunset. I suppose, you know, when you're not catching, is there anywhere better than that? I'm going to rebait, and I'm going to chuck the rods in. I'm going to sit next to the rods for 20 minutes and watch that sun go down. It is absolutely amazing, that, isn't it? Look at that. Better check the rods then, hadn't I? See if there's any bait left. Nothing is happening at all. I'll tell you what, there's definitely a bit of pull now though, because the rods are bent over a bit and the lines have tightened up, so maybe this bit of tide pull could entice something in, so I'm going to have another cast. Look at them birds diving out there. Look, there's another, there's another. It's even worse than it when you can see all the activity out there and you just can't get to it. Right, let's have a look. If these worms have gone, it's almost certainly crabs or something. Is that a snag? Must be rocky out there. It's not the gripper lead pulling in. You can actually feel like the bump of the snags. Must be fishing over some little rock bed or something. Yeah, I felt it then. It's not like a sandy beach as I thought, or as I was told. Seems to be rocky. But let's have a look. Because them ragworms are fed up the line, you see, so that shouldn't be coming off. The weed seems to have moved a bit now. Yeah, there is no worm left at all apart from a bit of weed on the hook. Not ideal, is it? I am going to have another cast, even though it's just started ebbing. So don't want to give in. I don't want to give in. You can see all the weed up the line. Can you hear that hooker over there? He does not stop, does he? I've not fished with him all week. I said to him earlier, I'm going to go down that beach. And he's like, yeah, I'll come. Definitely not inviting him next time. He does not stop. Do you know what's just happened as well? He had a pack of rag, and his puppy, Onslow, has took off with a pack of rag and run off with them, left him with one worm. But yeah, look, I'm literally got nothing left on here. So it's got to be crabs, which would make sense, because I'm fishing over rocks by the feel of it. You can feel it snagging and bumping over them, which I guess are full of crabs and little blennies and stuff, which are stripping the hooks. We'll give it another cast. I don't want to give in, but sometimes you just got to admit, ain't you, that it's not happening. Put 2 big more ragworms out. Who knows, eh? There's got to be something out there. And still nothing. I'm realising with the ragworm as they are, I can't cast them that far without them breaking up. And the crabs or whatever's taking them off the hook is taking them off fast. So on there now, I've got about 5 ragworm. Bait elastic to hell, so they can have a good chuck now. That is the last chance scenario, because I've just put all my ragworm in there. That is a good bait in it. There's 5 big ragworm there. Hook point showing, juicy's dripping everywhere. I'm really going to send this one out pretty far. So out comes the finger warmer. And just see if we can get one. You know what, I've done this the other day. Put the finger warmer on and wrapped it around the rod and stuck myself to the rod. But yeah, that is a big bait, which I can actually give some now. I'm struggling, to be honest. And I'm trying. So let's get this out at a bit of distance, this one. Let's give it a bit. I feel confident that this worm, or these worms, are going to stay on now. They're not going to come off. If the crabs are pecking them, they're going to have to really peck them to get them off. It's just started ebbing, the water has. I want to get some distance on this. That is definitely out a lot further than I've casted all night. It's the biggest bait all night. It's got the most juices. The sun's about to drop within the next 20 minutes. So what I'm going to do is leave that in for 20 minutes or so and see if anything can happen. Because to be honest, I'm struggling. That is a big bait in a deep bit of water, or deep-ish. Finger warmer off. People keep asking about the setup I've been using. I'm not one for shock leaders. I never have been. I don't like shock leaders. I can't be arsed, basically, tying all the knots and losing them. So what I've found, which has been working for me for about 2 or 3 months now, it might be wrong, but it's been working for 2 or 3 months. I've got a 60-pound braid on, nice and thin, good quality braid. I've not had one crack off on it, and I've been launching full mackerel baits out, half mackerel baits, 8-ounce, 10-ounce leads in the current. I've not had a crack off, so there's no need for a shock leader there. It's thin enough to get a good bit of distance, and the rig material I fish on the rigs is anything from 20 to 40 pounds, so should I get snagged, it's always breaking at the rig end. So to me, this is a good balance now, without tying shock leaders, without losing braid, and you know, it's just working. That's it, it's working. Might not be catching many fish, but the casting wise, the way it's snagging on the snags and not losing the braid, it's all working. And it stopped me using shock leaders. That sun is now starting to drop right over the sea. It's about that far off the sea now. I'm going to have to show you. And hopefully that big bait, that big wrap of ragworm is going to whack over. And I'll take a dogfish now, to be honest. Can you hear him again? He don't stop, does he? Do you know what I think I'm going to do? Hookers live. I'm going to try and cast over him and put a bend in his rod. But he's looking this way at the camera, so I don't know how I'm going to do it without him noticing. But he'll think he's got a fish on his live. Oh, this is going to be good. Right, stay with me, people. I'm going to try and work this out. I'll leave the big rod in on the left with a big bait, but I know the single worm's been in 15-20 minutes now, and that's probably gone. I'm going to I'm going to try and do it. I'm going to try and do it. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to try and pull it off. As I say, the big ragworm bait's that rod. I'm not messing with that one. I want to try and get this over. As soon as he turns his back, I'm going to launch it. See if we can have him. I don't think he's going to turn away for a minute. That's it. What can I say to get him to turn away? Turn your back for a minute. Oh, I thought I had my chance then. I've done it. I've got it over. He was talking to his dog. Right, he's on his live. Right, I want to make it look like it's not me, so I need to put the rod on the rest. I've got him. I've got him. His rod's going to go over in a minute. Right, I'm gonna play this right. Oh, it's not gone over him, I don't think. Yeah, I've got him. I've just seen his rod twitch. You ready? Watch this. Watch this, people. I've got this in my hand. Oh, it's not working. He's got no idea I'm over his line. Oh, I've tangled my own reel up. That's calmer, isn't it? Yeah, I've got his rod nodding. You ready? Oh, he's took his phone off the tripod, so he's not recording his rod. 1 minute. As soon as he puts it back on, I'm going to do it. Right, he's putting it back on now. And I'm going to pretend I'm not looking. You ready? Oh, it's not working. Right, I'm just going to have to reel it over. He's doing it. He thinks he's got a fish. He thinks he's got one. I've done it on purpose. Even if I say so myself, I think that was well played. He had no idea. I was twitching the rod, his rod was going boing, boing, boing. And he was like, yes, fish on his live. That'll do. Suppose he'll get me back for that at some point, but that was worth doing. Subscribe. I couldn't resist. I could not resist. Nothing's happening with this big bait anyway. I don't think there's going to be any fish, people, I'll be honest with you. But Wally was live and everybody was watching. He's got hundreds of people watching. I thought, right. He just said as well, if I hadn't started laughing, you'd have thought he had a fish still. I just... I couldn't help laughing because he was like, fish on, guys, fish on, talking to everybody. That was well played. Right, that sun, look at this sun. I'm going to show you the sun once more now, then I'm going to be calling it a day. I'll bring you back if anything happens. But that sunset is remarkable, to say the least. And I've not had a bite and I've blanked again. But it's been fun. Have a look at this sunset. Look at that, people. I'm going to leave you with that view for a couple of seconds, and I'm going to say I'll see you all in the next video. And we will catch some fish soon. See you all soon.